ladies and gentlemen. Let's get ready to rumble!
It's Ben Murphy here for BoxNation. I'm here with Frank Buglioni. Frank, how's things? How's training going for the copper box, mate?
Yeah, going really well. Done me completely first week, and I'm feeling good. I think you'll see a new Buglioni this time round.
So preparations gone any different this time round? Working on some new things with Mark, or is it pretty much the same and just sort of running through the motions now, counting down to the 21st?
Listen, you got to learn from every fight, and that's what we've done. We've looked at the last fight, we've seen little things where we can improve, and that's what we'll be working on. And obviously, I was in good shape for the last one, good mental state, made the weight properly, so I'll be doing the same thing again, but obviously looking to improve each time round.
So let's talk a little bit about the new season for Frank Buglioni. What are your aspirations as sort of we come into the new season for this next year for you?
I'd like to get my hands on that Southern Area title, defend that, and just basically build up the rounds, like the 10-round fights against opponents that are coming to win, and really perform against them, and look at sort of climbing up the rankings and making some serious contentions.
When you sort of see that British title shot coming, do you think that's sort of within the next 12 months, or is it 18 months, or is it a bit further than that, do you think?
Well, I'd like to get the Southern Area under my belt, and then I'd like to sort of go from each step from there, because obviously every step gets a little bit harder to reach and a lot more work to put in. So as and when it comes, really.
Are there any opponents you've sort of got your eye on at the moment at your weight?
Yeah, I think Callum Smith, Rocky Fielding, they're the sort of boys that I'm eyeing up. They'll be the ones that I think I'll come through, and I'll be fighting those sort of guys. So yeah.
I mean, a lot of people on the forums are already talking about a potential future clash between you and Callum Smith. What have you seen in his style that you quite fancy?
Well, we know each other inside and out. We spent 2 years as roommates on the GB team, and we're good mates still, and I'm sure we'll be good mates after the fight. But I think we know each other, and I know the weaknesses in his armour, and he knows the weaknesses in mine.
So it's one you see happening?
Yeah, without a doubt, yeah.
Well, another one people have mentioned on the forums a lot is Chris Eubank Jr. Is that something you potentially fancy in the future if he comes up to super middle?
Yeah, I'd love that fight. Any time, I'd like that fight.
Even now?
Yeah, I'd like that fight now, yeah. I think he's in between weights, so I don't think he's made the middleweight limit. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think he's actually made the... Where's that?
Can't let me out. I can't get out. There it is.
Promoter Frank Warren stuck inside the office there. Anyway, Frank, back to the interview. So
yes, no, I don't think he's made middleweight. So yeah, I think it will only be a matter of time before he steps up to super middle, and I'll be there waiting for him if he ever wants that fight.
I mean, he's calling out people sort of quite a bit away from him at the moment, isn't he? Obviously, he's eyeing up a James DeGale fight.
Yeah, if he's calling out James DeGale, then surely Frank Buglioni's as a warm-up for that fight, so why not?
Oh, great. So, how many Frank Buglioni fans we can see at the Copper Box then?
I think you're going to see over 600 this time.
Blimey.
Yeah, that's without ringside, so it's going to be noisy. It's going to be a good show.
So let's talk a little bit about your ticket sales. I mean, people are saying that they are the best in British boxing at the moment. How do you coordinate that? I mean, how does 600 tickets go out? I mean, you don't sort of go up to 600 people yourself and sell them. Have you got a team of a network that are helping you with them?
Yeah, I've got a good bunch of like close mates that all do quite a lot of tickets. My brother and his mates, they're fantastic. There's about 50, 60 of them this time coming around. Got a big family. Yeah, so it all helps, but yeah, I like to try and get out as much as I can to shows and speak to people and sort of promote the shows. So it's all sort of coming together nicely.
Do you think it can get any bigger, that ticket following?
Oh yeah, without a doubt. I'm sure it'll grow.
As titles come, yeah, start growing. Okay, Frank. Well, thanks for that, mate. It's some interesting stuff there. I'm sure Chris Eubank Jr. and Callum Smith will enjoy watching this interview. Cheers, mate.
Cheers, man. Thanks very much.